Hello, Forge fans. My name is Eugene. You can find me in Facebook. My account is Teacher Eugene. Or is it Eugene Teach? Sorry, it's Eugene Teach. But in other accounts on other chat programs, I'm known as Teacher Eugene. Anyway, this video today is about cycling battles and or negotiations in GBG. But before I start speaking about GBG, let me introduce myself and my city. I like to do that by showing you my city. It's in Iron Age. And the first thing I want to introduce you to is the number of days that I have been playing this game. And the way I do that, I enter the town hall, go to my profile, and click on the Forge of Empire fan club, where you can see that I have played 12 full days in Forge of Empire, and today is my 13th day. To give you an idea of what my city is like, let's look at my city. So I did this grid so you can see how many tiles I actually have. So I got Babel, and then I have two, what's the word? Sorry, I just got a, all right, anyway, an expansion is a 4x4. A Babel is a 4x4, and then these buildings that I have down, producing goods, are also 4x4. If I were to go here, oops, this is where I wanted to go. A terrace, no, why is it a terrace farm? Okay. Iron foundry, no, I'm looking for, oh, well, I didn't prepare this properly, but okay. So I want to show you the buildings that I actually have that are producing goods. So as you can see, I've got 3 great buildings and 3 limestone buildings. I also have 3 buildings producing stones. 1 stonemasons. Okay. 2, 3. Oh, I do have a terrace farm, and the reason I have a terrace farm, I'm using it every 8 hours to produce 10 goods. Hopefully I'll get the upgrade, and that will go up to 20 goods per 8-hour shift, and that will make it 60 goods per day. Now that might not be the best option for producing goods, but at this point, because of Guild Expedition and GBG both have the option of negotiations, I'd like to produce as many goods as possible. Obviously, the ops produces goods to the guild. The Babel and the Lighthouse of Alexandria produce goods to my inventory, This is the fourth limestone. So let's just put it right there. And now let's say this is my iron foundry. And now all is missing. Oh, I have a wishing well. I have two of them. Sometimes they produce good, so that's a good building to have early on. I have 5 checkmate squares, which give me an attack boost, plus coins. Coins at this stage of the game are very important. My second wishing well. And I got lucky. I got a sacred skywatch. I started the game 13 days ago, which was a few days before the end of the winter event. So I got lucky. I've managed to finish the entire 70 quests for the winter event in less than 6 days. As you can see, it's a full pyramid level 10. So we put that down as well. And now all I'm looking for is my 2 vineyards. So that's my goods production buildings. So not bad to have such a large 6x9 grid city in 13 days. Now you might say, wow, how did you get all these extra expansions? Well, you get expansions by either buying them with diamonds or unlocking the continental map per your age or ages higher than yours, and by accumulating medals. And what do I mean by that? So let's say goodbye to the construction portion. Oh, one last thing before we do that. You can see how many roads I have. So I got 3 sets of rows separating my buildings by 8, so that's 24, and then 2 sets by 4, so that's a total of 32 roads that occupy right now in my city. And then let's add the other roads here, the 65 and the 7. Okay, so 7 plus 32 is 39, plus 65 gives me a total of 104. When you divide 104 into 6 times 9 times 4, you have the percent of my city that's devoted to roads, which right now only provide connectivity and happiness. All right, having said all that, I hope I've impressed you with my city. Let's go one more time into my town hall and look at my boosts overview. And you can see my attack boost is at 111 on the attack and 56 on the defense, primarily because of the extra buildings that I've able to gain through the event and the special event building, as well as my great building There's a Zeus and a CDM. So the Zeus is providing me 30% boost. That's at level 10. And my CDM is at level 4, providing me with 12%. As of yet, I do not have the Aachen, and that's because I need the space for my goods. So initially, I like to devote as much space for goods production because it's easier to achieve your progress by doing negotiations in GE and in Guild Battleground. However, it's important to get your attack boost as high as possible. So, obviously, my CDM and my Aachen will be gradually constructed and upgraded to first level 10 as soon as possible, and then much higher than that. But before I can concentrate on getting those two buildings up there, I need to concentrate on my Ark and my Chateau. Why? Well, the Ark is a very special building, everybody knows, and I've got it up to level 9, working on level 10. The Chateau is important because it boosts my rewards from quests, and I prefer doing recurring quests and any quest whenever possible because of their rewards. So let's look at the Chateau. The Chateau is only at level 5 for the time being, but as soon as possible I will get it up to 10, and then once the Chateau is at 10, it's laid dormant until the Ark gets to level 80, and then I kick in the Chateau up to level 72 in Iron Age. Probably stay in Iron Age until the Chateau reaches level 100 to 115. Okay, so now let's go back to GBG. Now that you've seen what I have accomplished in 13 days of playing this game in S-World. So let's look at GBG. As you can see, my guild is asking for us to attack this particular sector. I can do it by negotiations, and here you see at my level of attrition, it cost me per each encounter of negotiation to either one of 5 Bronze Age goods, or I might have other options in other sectors. For instance, right here, this is 6. Okay? Obviously, with 5, I have a much higher chance of solving the negotiation successfully in 3 attempts. For sure, in 4 attempts, it will be solved. Both the 5 goods and the 6 goods will always be solved by me within 4 attempts. But the 4th attempt costs me 10 diamonds. And at this stage of the game, that's very expensive. So, between choosing to negotiate 4 Bronze Age goods plus 2 Iron Age goods versus 5 Bronze Age goods, the smart choice will be to use the negotiation with with the 5 Bronze Age goods. Now there are other choices. So let's say I go here. These are 5 Iron Age goods. Well, 1 Iron Age goods is equal to 2 Bronze Age goods. So again, the other choice is a smarter option. So this is what I call cycling, choosing through the available options of sectors which one is the least expensive to negotiate. Now, of course, my guild, for the time being, has just 2, right now only 2 sectors that they're interested in obtaining. But me, I want to check out as many as possible to see. Now this particular negotiation gives me 4 goods of Bronze Age and 2 non-goods, which is coins and supplies. This is a much better choice depending on other options, because whenever I can limit my choices to only 4 goods, I'm better off. Okay? Let's keep going and see if I can find other particular negotiation options. Here I have, again, 5 Iron Age goods. And this is the most expensive one because it's 6 Iron Age goods. So it has the least possibility of success with 3 attempts, and it requires the most expensive type of goods available. This again is the cheaper of the 6 because it only uses Bronze Age and only 4 of them, while 2 are non-goods options. What I'm looking for is a specific let's see if I get them here. There are negotiations where you can have the option of only 4 goods, but that's the easiest one to solve. It's not the cheapest one to solve though, okay? So depending how low you are in terms of goods and how fast you need to successfully negotiate. Okay, this is a mix of 3 Bronze Age and 3 Iron Age goods. I'm not having much success for now with what I'm looking for. Part of the problem here is I can only negotiate sectors that are adjoining one of the sectors that my guild currently occupies. Let's just cycle around these. It's not what I'm looking for. This one is locked, so I can't see. Okay. Locked again. check this one. Yep. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but anyway, you get the idea of cycling, or the principle of cycling for negotiations. This is one that I was looking for. This is the best in terms of minimizing the amount of goods, although these goods are more expensive than the four Bronze Age goods with one supply option. That one is the cheapest one in terms of goods to negotiate, although that all depends on how successful you are in your attempts. Because if you hit it the first time, which is a very small percentage chance, but it's possible, then it only costs you four goods for negotiating the sector successfully. Okay, the same principle applies to battles, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the battle. All right, so here you see I have a battle, and it's got 3 horses, 3 archers, and 2 soldiers. The problem with 3 horses and 3 archers, if I use 8 artillery units, some of them will get injured. I will not be able to avoid not injuring any of my units. So let's go look at another one. Here I have 2 artillery ballistas, 2 range, which are archers, 2 light and 2 heavy. The legionnaire and the soldier, okay? The soldier is a light unit, the legionnaire is a heavy unit. The difference is their ability to absorb punishment, mete it out, and the ability of their movement. The light units are not as strong, but they can cover a greater amount of ground. The archers, the range, have the greatest amount of distance they can cover with phenomenal ability to hit, but very poor defensive capabilities. So let me show you what can happen. Now, when there's a battle, there are 2 other things to think about. And because of my attrition, I should have showed you my attrition. My problem here is I can get the 2 ballistas out with 4 of my artillery units. And then that leaves me with 2 range units. And then in the next wave, if I take out those 4, I will have 2 light and 2 heavy units left. So let's see what their range is. Because if one of these light units can access my units on the next wave, that unit will be injured. What I do is, I click on this unit, and you see how far he can go. He cannot reach me after the first wave. Again, the other light unit. The heavy units have a shorter distance range. For sure, they will not be able to reach me after the first wave is completed. So now let's look at the range. And you can see if I don't eliminate it, he will hit me. And so, oh, this one will not. The problem is that when I go after my ballistas, this particular unit, so I'm going to see how far I can move him so he does not. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. By placing my ballista here, this particular range can still not reach me after the first wave. So boom, I go ahead and I hit the ballista. And there was a slight delay. All right. Now, because I know at least one range cannot hit me, I can use 2 attacks from my catapults to hit at the actual heavy or light units. So I'm going to go after this particular one because he seems to be able to get closer to me while this one might not. So I'm going to go after this guy. Okay. And now I'm going to go after one of my heavy units, just in case. Now I might have a problem. No, this is okay. So I'm going to double check. He cannot reach me. And I eliminated that ballista. And now I'm going to go after this guy. And let's see what happens here. Huh. Oh, I am screwed. So what I'm going to do, yep. I miscounted here somewhere. Okay. No biggie. It happens. I don't mind my ballista getting hit. I do mind my catapult getting hit. Okay, now I'm going to check if I can hit this guy. I am in trouble. And why do I say that? Because this guy can hit. All right. Okay. Okay, so I miscalculated. I'm going to lose a ballista. Maybe not. Yep. I'm going to lose one of these guys. So I'm going to surrender and try again. It's okay. I like to surrender because it gives me a chance to put in another ballista and do this successfully. Okay, let's see how we're doing this time. Check this range. Okay, he's out. This one, he's out, but I might be able to, okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. All right, still out of range. Okay. Let's just move him out of the way here. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hit the wrong guy. That's what happens sometimes when you... Okay. I messed it up again. Okay. So now we've got this guy here. Oh, he's way out of range. Okay, so let's hit this guy. Oh, what did I lose? I didn't check. My God, I didn't check. That was so stupid. Oh, I missed this guy. Oh my God. I am not being smart. Okay. Okay, so I lost one ballista and I got hit by 2 ballistas. Lucky for me, none of my catapults got hit or I lost them. So it's a small loss, but at least I was successful. It gives you an idea of pay better attention to what you're doing. And my reward is 10 forge points, which I'm very happy with. But you get the idea. Now, keep in mind, my attrition is at 14. Okay, so let's see how am I doing in this battle. So this is my 13th day since I started playing. And if you go to members activity, you will see that I am number 11 in the guild with 189 negotiations so far and 81 battles. Okay? We are today not even halfway through the battles of GBG. 7 days and 10 hours to go. The whole GBG campaign is 12 days, so not bad for a guy who's only 13 days into playing in a brand new, existing, established world. But the principle that I wanted to convey to you is cycling gives you a chance to successfully negotiate or successfully battle when choosing the right opponent. So always go and check what your available option and choose the easiest one. Okay, what else can we show you for now? So, okay, what's going on here? All right, we have bid on this Scalata Tower, and we got back 6 forge points because my boost from my arc, it cost me 10 forge points, so I lost 4 forge points. However, notice in my bar, I had 11 forge points because I gained them through that battle. So if I were to place 10 forge points on a position on a great building and get back 6, I have lost 4, but I converted 6 forge points to my inventory. And that's very important because if you look at my arc, you see I have 1,624 forge points in my inventory at the moment after 13 days. Are you impressed? You should be. Thank you for listening. Sometimes I make mistakes, as in those 2 battles, because I wasn't paying attention, probably because I'm distracted by creating this video, and that's okay. It's a teaching moment for me as well. You learned by teaching. And I am pretty much done with this particular video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you picked up some tips.